Merhaba arkadaşlar. Umarım güzel bir gün geçiriyorsunuzdur. Bugünkü dersimiz geniş zaman. Which means what we usually do either in present or past tense. How are we going to do it if it's in a positive form, if it's a negative or a question. As we mentioned, the geniş zaman, we use it for the verbs, whether it's in the present, past, or future. But for something, we do it all the time, like something happens and it doesn't finish in a short while, in a short time, period of time. So that's the meaning of geniş zaman. Now, there is a rule to when we have to use the geniş zaman. Let's explain it. Fiile eklenen mak veya meki kaldırın, sonra ar, ur, ür, ir, ır, er ekleyin. Which means, look at the verb, remove the mak or mek from the verb, and add, instead of that, add ar or ur, ür, ir, ır, er. Depends on the verb. Let's see. Yazmak, I remove the mak, it becomes yaz. I have to add yazar. Bilmek, I'm removing the mek, becomes bil, and I'm going to add bilir. Çizmek, I'm removing the mek, çiz, and I have to add er, becomes çizer. Olmak, I'm removing the mak, becomes ol, and it becomes olur. Ölmek, I'm removing the mek, becomes öl, so I have to add ölür. Tırmanmak, I'm removing the mak, becomes tırman, and I have to add tırmanır. Now, the second rule, if the sentence I'm using for geniş zaman, if it's a question, I have to add ar, ur, ür, ir, ır, er to the verb. Then, depends on the subject that I'm using in the sentence, I have to add the suitable what it takes extension to the verb. Like, ben yazar mıyım? Yazar, it's the geniş zaman. But why I added mıyım? It's a question sentence, and the subject is ben. Ben uses mıyım. Ben yazar mıyım? Now, the third rule. If the sentence indicates a negative form, I have to add after the verb ma or me. Like, olmaz, ölmez. Okay? This is how I do it. Okay, the first verb we have yağmak. I'm removing the mak. It becomes yağ. So I'm gonna add yar. Why? Because it's a positive sentence. How do I know? Look at it. Kışın kar yağar. Kışın means winter, kar, snow, yağar, it's snowing. It says it's in winter, it snows. Something usually happens in winter. It's not something strange. It doesn't happen for a short period of time. It's a fact. So I'm going to use only yağar. Kışın kar yağar. The second verb, çıkmak. I'm removing the mak, becomes çık. Let's have a look to the sentence. Siz her yaz tatile çıkar mısınız? It's a question. If it's a question, I'm looking to the verb. Have to add one of the ek, which is ar, ur, ür, ir, ır, er. Which one is suitable to the verb? Çık becomes çıkar. It's a question. I'm not finished. I have to look to the subject. The subject here is siz. Siz has to take with the verb mısınız. Siz çıkar mısınız? Siz her yaz tatile çıkar mısınız? Do you go and travel every holiday? Okay, the verb is olmak, fiil olmak. I'm removing the mak, becomes ol. Let's have a look at the sentence. Yazın çok sıcak olur. Yazın summer, çok, too much, sıcak, hot. Olur becomes. In summer, it becomes very hot. Olur is a positive and it's not a question. So I have to choose the right egg, which is ur. Olur. Yazın çok sıcak olur. Fiilimiz yatmak. Ben akşamları hiç erken yatmam. Hiç indicates never, the negative. If it's a negative, I have to add ma or me to the verb. Yat. Ma, yatma. But I have the subject ben, I. So I have to add it. Ben hiç yatmam. Becomes ben akşamları hiç erken yatmam. I never sleep early at night. Fiilimiz ölmek. Let's have a look at the sentence. Bütün canlılar ölür. There is no negative, it's not question. It's easy. Öl becomes ölür. Bütün canlılar ölür. All living things die. Fiilimiz doğmak. Let's have a look at the sentence. Her sabah güneş doğar. There's no question, there's not negative. Her sabah güneş doğar. It's a fact. Every day the sun shines. Yazın kar yağmaz. Yazın summer, kar, snow, yağmaz, doesn't snow in summer. It's a fact. So I have to make it negative. Yağmaz. Lütfen sessiz olur musun? I have a positive sentence, but I have it in a question. Olur musun? Why musun? Because the subject is sen. Annem her sabah kahve içer. My mom always drinks coffee in the morning. A hint in the sentence. Her, always. Positive. İç, içer. Biz asla sigara içmeyiz. Asla, the word asla is a hint for you in the sentence to make it in negative. In the negative, add ma or me. İçme. Why we added these? Because I have the subject biz. Fiili doğru gramerle yaz. Aramak, geniş zaman, positive. The first thing I have to do, remove mak or mek from the verb. It becomes ara. It's in geniş zaman and it's in positive. So it becomes arar. Sen, gitmek, geniş zaman, negative. So the first thing I have to remove mak or mek becomes git. It's a negative. I have to add ma or me, which means it becomes gitme. But I have the subject sen, which directs me to add gitmezsin. Çocukların akılları asla kötü. I have a hint in the sentence, which is asla. Asla means never. It's a negative. Look at the verb that has a negative form. How? The verb followed by ma or me, which is düşünmezler. Ben, bilmek, geniş zaman, negative, question mark. First thing, remove mak or mek from the verb, from the fiil, becomes bil. It's a negative, so I have to add ma or me. Bilme. It's look at the subject because it's a question. Ben bilmez miyim? Siz izlemek geniş zaman artı positive and a question. First thing, remove mak or mek from the fiil. İzlemek becomes izle. It's positive, okay, but it's a question. Okay, and I have the subject siz. Siz izler misiniz? Ben her akşam saat 11'de uyurum. Her, the hint in the sentence, which means always. It's a positive. So, uyumak becomes uyu. Uyur, it's not a question, it's a positive. Ben, the subject. So I have to add uyur. This is the geniş zaman. With the subject ben, it becomes uyurum. Ben her akşam saat 11'de uyurum. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.